thousands of them. Congress, fake counsels, Mueller report, all of this, all he did is answer subpoenas all the time. At least he's become very experienced at that. Congratulations. But Erick is fantastic, and what he and Don and Ivanka and the whole group, that's what they've gone through, and these are serious people.
Most of us in the Black community, we can dream of having a person like Erick at our fingertips and our disposal. Because everything that Black people have gone through, there are a lot of situations where it wasn't about, well, we went in it or it happened or we, like wanted it to happen so that we can get paid or we're going to get a insurance check or, a settlement. It wasn't always about that. And that, that's probably true for all ethnic groups. It's not always about, well, I'm trying to get what I can get out of it or whatever you are entitled to. By all means, yes, you should get that. But there are times when it's been about the principle and about our reputation, our good name, our ability to go on in life and have a fair opportunity at life versus these, as you said, Donald Trump, criminals, thugs, okay, gangsters coming along and making up shit, and making up stuff to scandalize, our good name. So we wish we had Erick in our family at our disposal to call upon when the bad guys come to protect us legally and to back them up. If only. So I can only imagine the treasures that you found in this young man. And as you said, over 1,000 subpoenas, that's a lot of, hell, that's all he spent his time doing was, okay, I got 10 down today, I'll do 10 more tomorrow and 10 this over the weekend. Yeah, that's basically our lifestyle. Like you said earlier in your speech, we've been busy fighting, putting out fires and fighting forest fires and wars, metaphorically speaking, fighting forest fires and wars. That's all we've had time to do. Absolutely. I'm glad you understand now. That's all Black people have had time to do is simply go from one fight to the next. The next one is standing in line, waiting to say, okay, you won that one, but come on with the dukes up. Come on and see if you can get out of this one. That part.
These are serious people, but what he's done to my family, what they have done to my family is horrible. He also tried to railroad John Edwards on a completely bogus legal theory that didn't hold up in court. It's no wonder this raging lunatic was shipped off to The Hague to prosecute war criminals using globalist tribunals, not beholden to the Constitution or the rule of law. Two things Jack Smith clearly disdains. You take a look at this guy, he looks like a thug. But then I watched him make a speech the other day and he was trembling because it wasn't his territory. He feels much safer in the inner sanctums of the Department of Injustice where he can be in his room and scream at people. He's a raging and uncontrolled Trump hater, as is his wife, who also happened to be the producer of that Michelle Obama puff piece. It was total puff piece. This is the guy I've got. Don't forget, this persecution is being done by the same weaponized agencies that for 7 years have been running illegal psychological warfare campaigns against the American people.
Okay, stop right there. Illegal psychological warfare campaigns against the American people. So, after doing my research to find out, well, what does psychological warfare mean? And guess what? Well. Guess what? It actually means attacking people. I'm going to put it in this term. This is one of the meanings: attacking people's right to freedom of speech. So, this is why my YouTube channel was taken down illegally for some trumped up, that was a saying back in the day before there was ever a Donald Trump. We used to say trumped up charges. But anyway, here we go. For some trumped up charges of copyright infringement, which actually were bogus and fake. The account was hacked. It took me 9 to 10 months to try to figure it out. And so far, as of today's date, being July 4th, 2023, time now being 1:29 in the PM on Tuesday, I have reached out to Google 3 times and have gotten no response. I also have reached out to other people who allegedly said that they are interested in helping people whose accounts were illegally taken down, or accounts were taken down for whatever bogus reasons that Google and YouTube or whoever is behind it took them down. Contact them and they will help, and they don't have a problem with suing people who have violated a person's right to freedom of speech and a person's right to freedom of employment. So could this be, or is this the psychological warfare, people, that Donald Trump is referring to? Absolutely. Go look up what psychological warfare means, family. Go look it up. Go read it. Okay? And then you probably know someone who had a similar situation on social media. Their account was deleted, terminated, disabled, take down, whatever terminology they want to use. And the reasons were because they said so. And most, if not all, didn't have a chance to appeal it, voice their side of the story, deal with, put the cards on the table, find out what it is the opposing party is saying that they did wrong, showing in the law where that what they did was actually wrong. None of that. A lot of that hasn't happened for many people. It's gone like this: your stuff was taken down because I say so, and if you try me to sue me or go against my decision, my authority, because remember, I'm with impunity. I rule with an iron fist with impunity. You can't touch this. You can be sued if you try me. So the masses of people, they don't want a lawsuit or to come up against these individuals. Most, if not all, Black people don't tend to have attorneys just sitting around. If you have a civil suit, if you have a copyright suit, if you have a criminal suit, if you have a family dispute, Black people, we just simply have been denied legal representation, flat out. So if, a lot of them would just fall back and say, okay, let it be. But there are those of us who are fighters to the day, to the gill, to the dot, to the end. 10 toes, 10 fingers down. Down for whatever. Regardless. Okay? Death hath no sting. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Now, that part. Get that up in you.
This is the guy I've got. Don't forget, this persecution is being done by the same weaponized agencies that for 7 years have been running illegal psychological warfare campaigns against the American people.